So as you can see from the Brain Pop video, one strategy to solve multiplication problems is just simply putting them into equal groups. And you guys are so good at skip counting anyways, this should be pretty easy for you to do, but let's practice what that looks like together real quick. Okay, so I have all these oranges here, and I'm just going to use my background knowledge of skip counting to put these into equal groups. And I'm going to skip count by 2 since there aren't very many oranges here, and that's pretty easy for all of us to do. So 2, 2, and 2. So now that I have them all into their groups, and they're all equal, nobody's left out, I can see that there's 1, 2, 3 groups, and there's 2 in each group. And if I use my repeated addition, I know that 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. So 3 times 2 equals 6. We have 3 groups, and there's 2 3 times. So we just write 3 times 2 equals 6. Okay, now I have all these little sweet tarts here, and we can do one more together. If skip counting is trickier for you, especially when the numbers get bigger, then one strategy you can do, since we're just trying to make sure that we have equal groups, is to put them into groups one at a time. So I can say 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to keep doing that until there aren't any more left. Okay, so I don't have any more sweet tarts left, and they're all into their groups, and they're all equal. So I can see I have 1, it's hard to do one-handed, 2, 3, 4 groups, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 in each. And if I use my repeated addition, 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals, so just go and count up all of your sweet tarts if you don't know how to skip count by 4s, and you'll see that 4 groups times 4 in each equals 16 sweet tarts. Okay guys, so I hope doing a few together and watching the Brain Pop video is starting to help it all come together for you, and how you can see that using repeated addition as well as skip counting can put lots of items into equal groups. And that's really all that multiplication is putting things into equal groups. So your first assignment for math will be to do what I have here. I found all these candies that put them into equal groups for us already, which is just like your first activity. They already put your objects into equal groups, so bonus there. You're just going to have to count your groups, figure out how many objects are in each group, and then set up your multiplication sentence from there. So let's do this one together. First, count your groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 equal groups. And then I need to count how many's in each group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candies in each group. And then you can either use repeated addition or skip counting to set your multiplication sentence up. So I have 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, and I can count up each of those with repeated addition to get my answer, or I can use skip counting, and I will skip count my groups this many times. So skip count by 5 6 times. And since I don't have 6 fingers right in front of me, you guys are just going to have to pretend with me since I'm holding my phone. But 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then 30. So I have 30 candies, or if you added up this, you would get 30 as well. So let's do a quick recap on what your first activity is for math this week. You are going to have to count up your equal groups, since they already gave them to you, and then how many's in each group, and then set up your multiplication sentence from there and solve. So step 1, how many groups are there? Step 2, how many's in each group? Step 3, set up your multiplication problem. Step 4, solve with either repeated addition or you can skip count. For example, if I had 5 equal groups of apples and there were 4 apples in each, I would set up my groups. There are 5 groups. I would count how many apples are in each group. There's 4. And then I would set up my multiplication problem. 5 times 4 equals, and then I could use repeated addition, 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, or skip count 5 times 4. So 5, 10, 15, 20. And then I know that my answer is 20. So I hope that helps. Have fun, guys. Now it's your turn to try.